Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you're from and watching the Sports Frenzy cricket show. We're here to talk some cricket. We're here in a celebratory mood. We're here with Levon. Big up yourself, my boss. How are you feeling tonight? You good? All right. Cups up. Check. Look at that. We're joined by Devin as well.
The
Cups.
man's happy, man.
Well, what remember who was my show in peace? Cups. Check. Fireball. Check.
Gosh.
Apple vodka. Check.
Check.
All right. And lighters up. All right. Check for tonight. Listen to me, guys. I am over the moon. Me not have on no West Indies jersey. But make sure we see it. This is all for Jamaran. Fresh out the kit. It just come. Open out of the package. I am in celebratory mood tonight. You see the trophy right here. So West Indies send England home back as usual with nothing in their hands, and we are victorious. Well done to the West Indies male cricket team. We're going to get into all of that and more. We're going to, drink some rum and big up to Fred in the comment section. You're new here. First, see you in the comment section. If you don't like and share and subscribe it, please do. Fruits, you're very early, boss. Big up yourself as well. We're gonna get to all of them stuff there later on. But guys, how are you feeling after such a wonderful victory? Just give me 10 seconds because I'm not gonna make a steal my shine tonight. Just give me 10 seconds. Good night, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Devin, how you feeling, boss?
Oh, man, good, man. Over the moon, man. Good,
Oh,
good.
okay, all right. We'll love to hear that. And Levon, how you feeling tonight, boy?
Brother, I said just like the introduction that I just give, that's how I felt. And that's how I'm feeling. Over the moon and over the sun, all of that. So good stuff.
Lighter, lighter, lighter. All right. All right, so guys, we have to. Oh Lord, Michelle Gladbach, boss, listen to me, listen to me, listen, Michelle. Like we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. But first, we have to deal with some other stuff. Yeah, man. Blessings, Fred. Um, so we're just gonna get some other stuff out of the way. First of all, the announcement was made about the academy that's being launched. The announcement was made by Jimmy Adams. That the academy is launched in the Coolidge Cricket Ground that's in Antigua. So them said the best 19 to 23, they might work with that age group of men and women. So it's not just the academy just for men, and I'm very glad that they're including women as well. As we're gonna talk a little bit about the West Indies women team. So that's there, and then they're going to work with a next set of 15 who aren't necessarily contracted with a West Indies contract. So the best 15 players who aren't contracted. So very good news. I don't know what you guys feel about the academy and in the West Indies, and where you feel about that, Levon.
All right, so here's my thing, Demo. And I know that this is something that we spoke a bit about before, but good idea. However, I want it to be in every territory that you can think of throughout the Caribbean because, I mean, even though they're opening one, as I just mentioned, it's good and it's in Antigua, but how much Jamaicans are going to leave from Jamaica to go to Antigua to get into the academy?
Yeah.
Vice versa around the Caribbean. So I would love if they just branch it out a bit more to every territory so that we can have all these things happening. Because again, we spoke about it, grassroots develop right there. That is
Yep.
where we should put most of the focus at. So I want to see it in every territory.
Yeah, man. Well said. Well said. Devin, we are going to ask you a separate question because we're not itch to get into the celebration tonight. Big up, Christoph. Good night, Cadlan, and here's Michelle saying, I'm quite pleased about having an academy, but we need it to be replicated. And that's exactly what Levon is saying. We can't just have it, in Antigua and stuff. We need it to spread out over all the different islands and stuff. All right. But I mean, I'm glad for the start. At least we're a start, and we can find some young prospects. Jason Curlew, big up yourself, my boss. Listen, we have the things, we have the things, So line up in the cell for a drink on me. All right. So Devin, the West Indies women, We went from extreme highs to demoralizing lows. Crashed out of the World Cup. I, for one, believe that it was a major achievement to even get to where we got. Nobody expected us to beat New Zealand and beat England, but we went there and then we got slapped by the mighty Australia, who are favorites to go on and win this tournament. Devin, what do you feel about the West Indies women, dropping out of the tournament?
Well, to be honest with you, it's like there's no disappointment. It was just expected. Like watching the tournament and watching the other teams, it was just like even if we get to the semi-final, I don't see who we're gonna beat. We can't beat them unless we just can't beat them because when Matthews, if Matthews or what's your name, Datin,
Yeah,
right?
that in.
Right. It's like Campbell will come in and she'll make some runs and the others will make some. But having the body is like with the other team when like if the open out or the top two out, other person, Demo come in and then you can depend on them to get a 50, even a century. It's like there's nobody else. Like it's too much dependence on those two. And even in the Campbell come in and as a keeper she plays some minutes than others, but like they will make like 140 for like 100 ball, like 150 for one 90 something ball, and then it's like you're not gonna post a competitive score against these teams. So it was expected, and they celebrate like they win the tournament just to get in the semi-final, which all right, maybe understandable.
Yeah, wait, just on that, I hear a lot of people complaining about the women
I am one of
celebrating.
those people.
Like, what is wrong with you? Like, man, I understand why you don't want determine how people feel and them emotions. Why you want determine how
can't
them
determine, but like we just are coming. I even see somebody celebrate having a South Africa shirt.
Yeah, so what's wrong with
Like,
that?
come on, yo! I see the men win. I don't even see those emotions on the men win.
You don't see emotions of men win.
No, the men win the series, and I didn't see them carry on like the girl. Them would celebrate with that for another team winning and going to the semifinals.
So
I mean, you celebrate all you want, but
yeah,
like
so we are
it was just seem like it was just they act like they win the World Cup.
Yeah, but they made the
Here's the
semifinals
issue on my
against all
side.
odds.
You know what's the issue?
Against which all odds?
The fact that they had it in their hands, they did have it in their hands against Pakistan. So I wanted them to just get that automatic spot instead of having to.
Pakistan rain out, boss. What you talking about?
No, man, remember they play against Pakistan, man.
Gameplay.
Pakistan
Gameplay, man. Yeah, man, they cut the overs.
They're supposed to beat Bangladesh.
Think again.
Pakistan game rain out.
No, man.
And they had Pakistan 64-4 and the game rain out, boss. Probably Bangladesh.
Pakistan?
Well,
no, man. Wasn't it South? I think it was South Africa. It was South Africa. They had 68-4. Pakistan game played when neither took a lot of wickets in that game.
All right, I can't recall it in my head now. I'm still lip on the
high. What I'm saying is that they had that game in there and they should have what? There it is.
Oh, yeah. So Christoph can tell us. All right, yeah.
Pakistan, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was saying that they had it in their hands to just get the win right there and just sit back cozy instead of to depend on South Africa to get that. So I think the celebration was just a tad bit over the top.
Boss, like we don't need to stop this thing trying to tell people how they must celebrate or not celebrate. It's the same thing happening at the school and champs when man I do bush short and why you do that and it to promote violence and guys, come on, let the people them celebrate against all odds. They thought they were out and South Africa did them a favor. Listen, I was one of them celebrating as well. Like I really never expected them to make it, and they did. So I celebrate like that. So let's get through some of these comments. Kish for you, big up yourself. Good night. Fred and everybody else who just came. I think Christoph was saying the academy is a good idea, but we need more in Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, and he wants the age to be from 12 to 13. I think that's a good idea. That is literally grassroots, and you can get even younger. You can get even younger. JC is saying get them celebration time. Michelle is saying there were teams the West Indies women should have been. Yeah, that's true. Fred, again, think the CWI will eventually get it to grassroots, baby steps. I hope they do. So we're gonna get through everybody comments one by one, and then we'll see how it go. All right, so disappointment for the West Indies ladies. But we move and we look forward to like the CPL, the women's CPL. Three teams are going to be in that. I don't know who is excited for that. I know some of them have to play in 100 and stuff. So I don't know all the players who will be available to come and play the CPL for the women, for those three teams with the 100 coming up. So we look forward to see that. And here's Christoph is saying, I understand why they celebrate. They didn't expect to reach the semi, and I didn't expect them to reach. So exactly, we never expect it. All right, so we move, and we know that the IPL started. Um, Obviously, this is more about the West Indies and the Caribbean. So I was watching a couple of the games. I'm sure you guys were watching a couple of the games as well. Just one big up Odin Smith. He played a brilliant innings to take his team, help his team over the line. I remember Bravo bowling extremely well. And speaking of Bravo, my favorite cricketer out of the West Indies, he's now the leading wicket taker of all time in the IPL. Big up yourself, EJ Bravo. A lot of people don't rate him. I don't know why. I've been watching this man from like the baby, and he's my idol because I'm literally what he does in cricket, a medium pace who bats a bit, and my idol. His longevity is unheard of, him really tailor him game and to overtake. I think it was Malinga, if I'm not mistaken. I think he overtook him as the leading wicket taker, and I don't know if anybody is going to catch him with 171 wickets who's still playing. So big up DJ Bravo. Hetmeyer played a stunning innings as well. Shepherd was decent. Narayan doing Narayan things. That guy is ridiculous. And it really hurt me every time I see Narayan play IPL and don't play for West Indies. Russell with the muscle, him doing him thing as well. And Evan Lewis. He struggled at batting at number 3 in the first game I watched. He didn't make any runs, but he was at his brilliant best today at number 4 for his team, and he led them to victory as well. So, how you guys feel about some of the guys in the IPL? Look like we could have a formidable team if we, combine all the right players. Devin.
Uh, yes, look good. Look. The only concern I would have is just about Russell. I don't know. He just like a player where at any minute him can go down demo, and I feel like he
Yeah.
has to be fully fit for us to get the best out of him. In, in a his bowling was awful in the game that I was following a little bit today.
Him
Was it
last,
today? Yeah, that game like for a low scoring game, I think him bowled like
to be fair to him, I'm last 2 overs travel. His first 2 was excellent. He went for like
yeah,
12.
but he went for a lot in that, and
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that him just can't stay fit. That's the only thing with Russell, and the experience will be good for the guys, whatever it is, and they'll come back and they will understand, real pressure, so they can come back and we'll see how best we can fit them in the West Indian system. It's all good. It's all good when we see all them performing, and then
Yeah.
separate and apart from the financial aspect, we just want to see them perform and get the experience so that when they come back to West Indies, they're doing good.
Straight. Levon. I see Michelle mentioning it. The unfit Hetmeyer played in the IPL. The man barely bigger than my own boss.
Oh gosh, man.
Listen, I don't know who can
Gosh, man, it's
talk to, but
embarrassing.
how you feel about Hetmeyer and what he's doing there in the IPL? I mean, it's early, but he played a
So I know,
decent innings.
I know that both of you guys were in tune to the show that I was on radio on Monday, and they asked me the question about it. That what I think about Hitman making the test team. I just tell him point blank, this man need to go and work on his fitness before we start talking about him in test team, because man, literally, it may look like a bigs right now. We can't go around that. The man look like a bigs, but then my issue now otherwise from that. It may second apart. I need to see Puran make some runs.
Yeah.
Puran had a comical innings, man, and
Yeah, boy.
he has been struggling somewhat, and I just want him to put his head down, because sometimes, boss, all I need to do is just get one score. Once I get one score, after that, you know that the form comes back in. But Otherwise, I'm impressed by most of the guys. I mean, Odin Smith, yeah. First two offers was good, as I just mentioned about Russell, but he traveled for the
Yeah,
next two.
man.
But otherwise, the performances have been good. Lewis today was excellent. I watched all of that game and big up to the man. Them just hope so they can keep on earning some dollars and then
Yep.
pocket fat.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, a couple people are mentioning Puran. I watched I think he faced 9 ball, and the man couldn't
Correct.
get back to ball, like 7 of them. Just a playing a miss, playing a miss. I mean, he's him too good a player for look like who him look, but I think he'll come good at some point. So, somebody said too much Indian girls, Puran distracted. I'm sure Puran close to being married or something like that, but
Yeah.
we'll see. Um, so yeah, that's it for the IPL boys. And now we're going to get into it. So in the comment section, guys, I just want you guys to vote because are we going to drink the apple vodka or the fireball for talk about the big man them? You know what I mean? Just vote in the comment section, apple vodka, fireball, and then we will do that food. All right, we have a drink. So yeah, West Indies sends England home with nothing. Oh, people are saying he's married. Yeah, so I figured as much. Um, Kim say vodka. We're gonna wait for some more votes come, and I'm really hoping, really hoping. Fred, just comment. I don't know if this is too personal, but comment where you're from. What country you're from? Because I don't think a lot of Jamaicans know Fireball, But tell me which country you're from.
Why for some reason I feel like it's fruits changing name to Fred.
Oh well, I don't know. We know say a lot of people don't know Fireball, so we count them votes. So yeah, so West Indies sends England home with nothing. They haven't won a series here for what since 2004. It was so that's a lot of years and not new to me. So I'm going to need 10 minutes, no, not probably less than 10 minutes to just not be host for a minute. Zine, because I just want the moment here, not to be the host,
You'll be
but
fine, man.
just to brag a bit about something. So live on, just play the clip there for me, please, so that the people can watch. And it might end,
Comfortably.
yeah,
Oh,
and we might end this
I hope
in
you're
four
right.
days. Four
I hope
days.
you're right.
It's not going to day 5.
yeah.
Comfortably, we'll win the test match here. And England will leave here as usual with nothing. Because this side is nothing special. I expect Chris Wokes to come out tomorrow and he might get him early swing and stuff. But like them not have no one bag of threatening bowlers. All right. So, like I said, give me a couple minutes, guys, in the comment section. Because listen, I don't come on here to brag about predictions. Zine, because I've said it countless times. Predictions, anybody can get it right. You just call something and that's it. It's yes or a no. For me, I pride myself on analysis. And if people are going to come on here and bash me for my analysis. Me not care about predictions. So sure, me say we're going to win the series, whatever. Me not care about that. But I came on here before the series started. I had West Indies winning because of a number of things. No Anderson, no Broad, no fearsome attack to trouble West Indies. The background that England had coming in this Caribbean with a terrible record against us since 2004, they didn't win a series. And they never have nobody, especially them top order, no set players for frighten West Indies. And I came on here and I said that West Indies will win this series, right? It didn't go 2-1, like I said, but I made on day 1 in the last test, I made that proclamation that we're going to win this game comfortably because of the pitch, because of how I saw the bowling went down for us in that first game, and then we look like we're going to win the game comfortably. I'm gonna come on and make the team. Levon, I have some. Can you bring up the first screenshot from the boss? And I'm very sorry that he's not here in the comment section. 2 of them. This is what somebody said to me in the comment section after my proclamation. Shaky shakes. May I call it out right now? I'm not the host. I'm put on the hosting for a second. You're a madman, Demo. That is what the man said to me. You know. You're a madman, Demo. Just go to the next one level. I'm not you gear it. That's why you always get it wrong. That the man said to me after I made that proclamation. Zine can take it off for a minute. No, Shakes was in the comment section when we were talking about John Campbell. And him say, John Campbell are going to make 45 or 10. And that is what he always does, you know. Him call some random numbers. And if it land on it, him going to be like, oh, I'm a guru. I'm going to know this. Him come and him say, John Campbell can't, but some subjective stuff. No analysis. And then now him going to call me out after my analysis. That's why me am a man. Bring up back the thing for me, because I Gary time. I me pull. I think a vodka win. Me pull the vodka. Put the man say comfortably. I not putting my money on no West Indies. That's Gary. Find the next one. Roll on the floor laughing. Demo, you believe in Santa Claus? Like what? Seriously? This is what people come at me for after my analysis. Zine, and I mean supposed to sit back and take no, as a matter of fact, give me a second. So vodka it is, folks. I'm listen, my hurts. Because I don't take this cricket thing lightly, you know. I follow cricket all my life. Zine, and we made proper analysis before coming to our conclusion. We not come and yell out John Campbell gonna make 11 or 45. You think I'm going to come here and be, oh, John Campbell never make 11 or 45, so may I go bash Shakes? No, that's just some random numbers. You know what I mean? Them say delusional Demo and me this and me that. Demo, you said West Indies will come. Yeah, thank you, sir. And we did. Fred
Remember,
said,
say
oh,
me give it delusional demon name.
like everybody was coming for me for what I thought was proper analysis to come to my prediction. So I said, so done. West Indies emphatic, and we won, retain the Richards Botham Trophy in the West Indies. So
Yeah, my Kems get to it. Kem said that England was going to get ball. West Indies was going to get ball up
no.
on
You see the thing with Kems support England. So him can say whatever he want. But this was coming from West Indian fans who believe say me supposed to just go with what them say because them have no hope in the team. You see? So I can't bash Kems. Him have him team and that's fine. You see? So that's me when we just all right, that's me for not being the host for the moment. We're gonna do some proper thing now and breakdown. And I just had to get that rant out of the way. I'm back again, guys. So yeah, you're successful. Phil Simmons now in 17 test matches. He has won 6 games. Oh, Pepe Paul Shakes is a great comedian to the show. Listen, I wish you was here. I really wish you was here. But we're gonna get into some proper analysis and breakdown of this game. And obviously, you guys remember that we have the player ratings to do. So, you know, let's try and get through. So Phil Simmons, like I was mentioning, 17 tests, he's won 6, drawn 4, and he's lost 7. And that's pretty good if you ask me. Everybody knows say for me, coaching at this level is very overrated, but people are going to look at his records. And if you want it, 17 tests, 6 games won and 4 games drawn, you know, that's pretty decent in my book. So can say big up to Phil and whatever he has done to make the team click. I guess I can say he was part of the selection to bring Myers in and whatever. So big up to him. And so I'm going to throw it over to you guys now. Obviously we're going to talk about the standouts. Levon, just put up the standout batsmen. We're not go straight into it because we're gonna do the player ratings, obviously. We just want so we just want the West Indies, man. So the most runs, you can see it right there for you guys. Captain Craig Paint Brathwaite with 341 runs. He can bring up him average runs. There it is, 85.25. Amazing stuff. What you guys have to say about the great man? Because obviously you know some rate him already. Devin, what you have to say about Craig?
Levon, go before me now, please. Hold on.
Yeah, live on, go ahead.
All right, so when I look at it, What I always ask of Craig is just to be consistent. What I saw from Craig throughout this series was one, balance. That is something that Craig always struggled with, and he himself spoke about it, that he has garnered more balance. He has been working at it for over 2 years now, and finally we see it coming to fruition. And if there was one thing I was really impressed by, was that whenever that man get a bad ball, he was right on point to either caress it or flick it through the onside. And that
Yeah,
is what I always ask of Craig, just to be a little bit more positive at times. And through the series, some people might say it was uncharacteristic of him, but he was impressive throughout, man. Otherwise, some little blip in what? The second test, I believe it was, that he never really made much in one of the innings. But otherwise,
mm,
from that, flawless
yeah,
series by the captain. And one thing I really hope for him is that, bro, you're better than that 30 average. Come on, man. Get that average up to 40. We don't want to see that 30 average. So get it up there, and I'm good with the captain.
well, I put it to you that since he has gotten captain, he's averaged 42. So let's see how if it continues. Devin, you already know or
Yeah. So
yeah,
my
go
thing
Craig.
is, I have no problem. Like I'm saying, I have no problem with the scoring rate. I have no problem with the overall team scoring rate. These guys just bat how they can bat. You know what I'm saying? So if
Yeah,
that worked for Craig, but I just want to just be there, and he has continued to do that. And like, other people, Demo, you have followed the cricket from a long time, and you know the cricket. You know, captain in itself is a lot of pressure. But opening the innings and being captain too, it's added pressure, and him continue to do good as a captain. So that shows a lot for his temperament, his overall concentration, and like you call him, the pain. There's no too much words to describe him. So I agree with everything what Levon is saying, except for the part where Levon was saying, like, sometimes you can score more.
yeah.
It's Test cricket, Levon. That's the way, but I have no problem with it, Levon. I just have no problem with the way he
No, man,
bats.
what I'm saying now, Devin, Brathwaite,
Mhm,
couple of years back or a year ago, he
mhm,
wasn't this positive as he was in this innings. Otherwise, from the marathon that he played for, 80 to 90 overs, otherwise,
mhm.
that he was positive throughout. So
Try
that
to
is what
be,
I
try
liked
to be.
about
Okay,
him.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, big up yourself, Christoph. I need to point that out to you. You also said that the West Indies were going to win the
Yeah,
series.
man,
So
and fruits as always. Fruits pretty good as well.
yeah, big up Fred the man name. He's saying that Brathwaite now is ranked 26 in the ICC rankings, and he moved up 30 place in the series, not all at once. Well,
Oh,
that's awesome. Um, and then Michelle is saying the captain demonstrated that responsibility. That becomes him. Some people melt under responsibility, but he didn't, and I definitely agree. Um, the Silva is the other standout batsman that was on that thing, Levon. So go ahead and talk a little bit about the Silva.
fam, you know my stance on that, man, already. You know that I'm a big Joshua fan. When I say big, I mean I'm probably one of his biggest fans of the Caribbean. And remember, at
Yeah,
one point, I wanted to see this guy open, but because he has to keep wicket, that's too much
yeah.
workload for him. But what I like about this guy is that every time this guy is placed under pressure, he finds a way to make runs.
Mm,
Majority of the times that this guy make runs is with the lower order, and he
facts.
always stand out. And I said it the other day, and I'm going to say it again. What I love about this guy, otherwise from his batting,
Mm,
is his commitment, his nagging ability. Because when this man got to nagging, if you listen to the man at the stop mic, brother, this
yes,
man is one of the
man.
most nagging man I can find, and I
We
love
know,
the
we
selection
know.
that he does. So with his batting, I love everything that I saw from him, and I just hope that he keeps on improving. First
Yeah,
test century at the age of 23, only can get better from here. And please just keep on getting better again, Joshua, because I don't
yes.
want to see Shane Dorich again. So just keep on do what you have to do. Shane Dorich, goodbye.
Well, that's harsh. That's harsh, but we will see. Devin, you know more you do for me?
Mhm.
Um, like after you finish talk about the Silva, just go through the his scores for me and do him average because I went through all of them and did the averages. But when I saw his, me I wonder if I calculate the thing right. So we do if you want,
No, me
yeah.
have the average already, man.
Oh, you have it. What the average you
Yeah,
have?
yeah, man. Yo, from Vinny tell me things I forget the research.
All right,
Everything will
all
be on
right.
her.
Good, good.
97.5. So I don't know.
Okay, dear,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's the same
97.5.
thing. So the man averaged
May
97
have it down here
throughout the
somewhere. May have
season.
them somewhere.
That
All right.
that not out.
Talk
So you're
about
right, Dima. You're right.
talk about him. Talk about him for a minute.
So like I want to go back to other to what Levon was saying. Like even when watching him in the Bangladesh series, Dima, some wicket keeper and even other players on the field, they would talk like, say you have done a team 90 something for four, 30
Yeah,
something for four. That's when they have the confidence.
yeah,
Like when a team is beating us and the team, the man still talking, the man still, I don't know
yeah,
him find that energy. And that is not easy, boss.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
like when a man a beat you, man, and you can't get a man out, it's like you just get ejected, even the bowler. But him, I don't know where the man him still attack. The same energy he has. Like
Yeah.
if the team, if we have a team done 40 something for four, it's the
Mm,
same energy we'll have if the team is 200 and something for two. Him still talking. So I love that about him. I love that about him. Like behind him, he's trying to motivate the guys, still
yeah,
keep them up, still calling me, come on, come on, come on. So I
yeah.
love that about him. And then his batting, like Levon always said, that he's technically competent. You want to push him, you would
Yeah.
like for him to go up high, but because of the keeping for so long,
Wait,
you know,
wait. Like you see me if take don't bother come giant. Because if you send Joshua the Silva to open, somebody have a drop. And obviously we're not talk about Craig getting dropped from the opening slot. We're not talk about John Campbell. So let us pump the brakes and who's supposed to open. Just talk about the Silva and make we
right.
move on.
So I said no. That I would say no. Definitely that's that's not it. If he was probably in the shorter format, then that's different. But no, he's a test man now. You can't have him do that. And then
Yeah.
good century, fighting knock. And this will help boost his average. You talk about, want to boost the player's average. This 97.5 will help boost his overall
Yes,
average. And
boy.
we just hope that he continue, to grow from strength to strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all props for that Silver, man. And you
Facts,
can
facts.
see the emotion coming out in this game. He's a man who really love the cricket.
Yeah,
You
man,
can
he does.
see it.
He does. And for people who don't know, may I give him some props and go check out him YouTube channel, Joshua De
Man,
Silva. Him is
bro,
a
I
real
watch
genuine youth.
his contents are fire, man.
Yeah, man. The man love him. Like the man a play like how we would have play tennis ball, cricket to the brethren. Him do all of them stuff. Like the man is a real genuine youth. So you can check it out. Him even talk about the sledging thing. Devin,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
spoke about it on his channel. So
You see you
you
show
can
me,
check it out.
I got subscribe to it, man, and check it, man.
Yeah, man. Michelle, we soon get to Ryan thing. Michelle was saying that she said West Indies would win two. Big up yourself, Michelle. You're always a cuss and stuff, and you get your results. So you're over the moon. I'm happy. Just to go back to Craig, I was saying his captaincy record since he got the captaincy for Bangladesh in 2021. It now reads he played 13, won 4, drawn 4, lost 5, and as captain, he averages 42, like I'd have mentioned. So obviously, like Michelle was saying, some people thrive with responsibility, and Craig is obviously doing that. Pepe Paul was saying Joshua is a good batsman and him rate him. Fred, his keeping
So you
spoiled the
can't be saying
series.
man at 23, bro.
we're gonna get to that in the player ratings. Ryan LFC, big up yourself, my boy. Thanks for passing through. I know you don't know nothing about cricket, but just like the thing, subscribe, get the people in for like the thing. We know you're a superstar. Owen, good night. Fred was saying 430 is 100. Yeah, I know. I was just asking Devin to check the average because when I did it, I do it like 6 times and get the same 90 at average. I mean, like, I
Gonna
so much
believe,
the
yeah?
silver average show,
Yeah,
like,
man.
him average more than Craig. You know what I mean? So when we get to the player ratings, we get there. And there was a question from Owen that was saying, question James, isn't that silver an opening batsman for TNT? Yeah, and he did it for he played with the combined. What them call themselves again? I forgot the team
TCC?
name. No, man,
TCC.
he opened for the team who win the regional 50 over. I forgot the name. They had a name when them combine all of the players. But he was opening for them at that point too. But he
Mr.
does.
Pacharyan said that he doesn't currently though.
No, I'm not open for Trinidad, but he did in the last 50 over tournament for the team. I can't remember right now. A CCC, I know that them call themselves, man. Is it? I'll remember later on, but he did open for them. Um, Christoph Da Silva did well. I like his batting. His technique is good. And, Fred was saying he's an opener. Michelle talking about he can drop Campbell you too. But all right. Yeah. So we're going to get into the player rating. We're going to get into the player ratings. And everybody's saying combined campuses and colleges. I am emerging players. Thank you, Christoph. That's what they call themselves in the tournament. Emerging players. And Da Silva was, I mean, he made a painstaking 50. I remember, boy, that was one of the rustiest innings I've ever seen him make. He make a 50 in one of the games. I remember clearly. So just before we get to the player ratings, just some other standouts that came up throughout the tour, the series. Obviously, Mears, Roach, Seals, or there you have it, Alzari, and we did all of that, and we'll get to all of them in the player
All
rating.
right, quickly before we get to the player ratings, you want us to put up where West Indies is currently at now?
Oh yeah. So yeah, just before we get there, so with that series win, we have now gone to seventh in the ICC World Test Championships. This is not the ICC rankings, people. It's the Test Championship table. And as you can see, we're now on 30 points, while the cellar dwellers, England, are all the way down there in last place with Bangladesh battling it out. So, West Indies doing big things, and we're looking to move. So big up again on the series victory. And just to point out as well, for all of you John Campbell haters, just putting this out before we get to the player ratings. I just want to mention that the partnerships between JC and Craig. He had a 89 for the first wicket. There was a 59 for the first wicket. That's 250 partnerships in the first test. They didn't get any for the second, and then they had a 50 for the first wicket, and obviously the 28 not out to win the series, which took us to victory. England, on the other hand, I mean, they're going through turmoil as well, but they only had one opening partnership of 51 throughout the whole series. So, I mean, I know a lot of us want to drop JC, but listen, the man loved to bat with Craig, and that series they had a number of 50 partnership stands that helped us give us a good start. We don't want to end up like England when Joe Root off a step early and all of these things. So big up to those two for the partnership stands that they had, and we look to move from there. All right. So here's the fun part, guys. You can take your shots if you want. We're going to go through and we're going to do the player ratings. All right. So the first man on the list, Chris Lynch, big up yourself. Thanks for joining us. Mr. JC will get the next series. Anthony, big up yourself as well. Honestly, I get why people want JC dropped, but I get why Demo is back in it. But I mean, I'm just to put out some stats, boss. But anyway, the first man on the list, Captain Craig Brathwaite, 341 runs this series. He was the player of the series, average of 85, and I think he got a wicket. I mean, we're not really factoring all of that, but he led admirably, I thought, even though sometimes him kind of, set fields and let people off at the hook sometimes. As captain, I thought he did okay. He made wonderful bowling changes from time to time. What are you guys giving him out of 10? Starting with Levon.
All right, so after judge him on two things, after judge him as a batsman, and also as a captain.
Yeah.
So as a batsman, I'd give him 11 out of 10. Big series on the man.
We want
85
one score, so you go combine them for get one score.
Boy. I'm going to give him a 9.5.
9.5.
Reason being, the 5 is just because of, as you mentioned, certain things with the captaincy, sometimes he let people off the hook, so I have to mark him down for that. So 9.5 series for him.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Devin.
Right. So I'm giving him a 10. So even though we have the question mark about the captaincy and import, I take that and I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But I value winning. So overall, we got the series win.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give him a 10 out of 10 for it.
Awesome.
The captaincy wasn't all to that, but just because he led a team that won the series,
yeah,
I can't give him anything short of a 10. Even though I agree with Levon, who said some of those captains sometimes, I mean, some we may have used certain bowlers, but listen,
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for me. 10.
Yeah. Fred agrees with you. Him give him a 10. Anthony gave him a 7. Owen said skipper
Yo,
9 out of 10. I don't
7.
know how Anthony gave him a
I
7.
don't
He
know
said
that them on my paper if he was a teacher. I'm a student.
if mark hard. Owen gave him a 9, says that his captaincy needs work. 10 for Christoph. Anthony was saying he only did well in Barbados. That is shocking. And Michelle, wow, look at that. Bradway 10. Easy, simple. I thought he was cautious in the first 2 tests, but I will never question his judgment again. And that's the thing. I love to hear these things. I love to hear these things. Yeah, big up 10. So for me, I think people are expecting perfection, and I don't think you can get perfection from human beings. And for me, Maggie Craig all day, not because of my Craig bias. I thought even just to give Blackwood the ball for close out lunchtime and him get the last wicket, that like you could have simply well give Banner or Roach or anybody else, but he chose Blackwood, and that was a big move to wrap up it on the first day. I'm giving him a 10 as well. All right. Him say him drop Permal for Myers. I think that's a whole team team thing, not necessarily Craig. All right. The much maligned John Dylan Campbell. Um, I have 112 runs for him. Also, I mentioned those partnerships that he would have had with Craig. He averaged 22. And just to say, by the way, only 2 other openers throughout this series average more than him, even though it's just 22 point 4. And I think 30 was the highest, and that was of Zach Crawley. So two openers average. He wasn't last. Let's just put it that way in terms of everybody else who are open. So 112 runs throughout the series, average of 22.4, and those 50 partnerships that I mentioned earlier. Devin, let's start with you this time. John
All right,
Dylan
like you
Campbell.
said, average 22.4 for 112 total runs, and then he played in all. He
Yeah,
played
he
all
played all
six
of them.
innings. Played all 6 innings. But I see him trying to work on his game. People were chastising him for like he hit the 4 and he was trying to go for an aggressive shot again.
Yeah.
But that's the nature of cricket sometimes. But I'm seeing definitely trying to work on his game to try and put more concentration. But overall, even though the opening partnership is crucial, is vital and all that, just looked at him and just his performance, I would give him a 5 deal. Give him a 5 because that
5.
average of 22.40, that's low, and the total after playing 6 innings and you have 112.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, don't feel pressured cause
No
me
man,
a
that's what
talk
I'm saying.
here.
I'll just give him a 5 just for opener. 5.
Yeah,
That'll be a 5.
5, which is
If his average was in the 30s, probably I would say all right, we'll push it up some more. But to be honest, average of 22.4, and I understand what we're saying about the partnership with Bradley. That's vital. Yeah. So
all right. 5 is good. Live on.
All right, I'm going to minus 1.5 from Devin's score. I have to give him a 3.5. Reason being, he got starts and never carried on. Yes, I agree that I saw some improvements with certain things, but he did the Cardinals thing twice. That's my issue. Remember that I spoke about it. You said that, he should have went after the delivery down the leg side, but I thought he could have just let that one slip by, that he got caught down the leg side. And then the next innings that he got out to Fisher. This man just creamed the man through the outside for a boundary. Next delivery, gone. So twice it happened this series. So I have to mark him down for that. But otherwise on that, I saw a bit of improvement, especially in that first test when he batted. He was batting way slower than Craig Brathwaite, in which that's something that we can't necessarily commend John Campbell about, because you know that he's normally aggressive. But I'm going to give him another series. If he fails, then that's it.
All right, cool. Owen is saying 6 out of 10. He got a few starts, didn't capitalize on a few innings. Need to stop fishing outside the off stump. Boss, like why people keep saying that? He got out like that once. We mean fishing outside the off stump. Anyway, 4 for
Twice.
Chris. Twice.
Yeah, twice outside the afternoon.
I remember him getting out 2 times on the leg side, one up bat pad, and the Fisher one outside Austin. But yeah, all right. Chris Lynch 4 for
Caleb.
John. And Anthony says 4. Fred says 6 for Johnny. Improved slightly. And how he got out is uncalled for. At least he leaves the ball outside the off stumps. That's what I was thinking too. 5.5 for Christoph. I won't be too hard on him. I'll give him 5.5. He needs to give over the what? The block when you reach. Oh, he get over the block when you reach in the 30s. He's not fishing outside the off stump that much again, which I was saying as well. He, bad luck a few times. I agree. And Michelle, JC 5 for this series. He tried to stay with his friend Brathwaite. I agree. And I'm going to give him a 5 as well. I'm going to put though. I know he dropped a catch, but he also took a stunning catch in the slip the other day. So I'm going to give him a 5 as well. I agree with you, Devin. And you see, I'm not biased. I am very, very, fair when it comes to player rating. So 5 for John Camp. Now to this man, or number 3. Michelle said, I'm feeling good tonight. So I'm being exactly win. Like, when I understand how people get 3.5 when we win, bump up the man a little bit for the series victory. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This man, our number 3 batsman, Shamar Brooks. I have here 79 runs at an average of 15.8. So if you think that John Campbell did the worst, look at this man. Our number 3 batsman averaging 15 runs throughout a 3-match series, and he's batting at number 3. I mean, he took the gloves for a little bit and take a 1 catch, yes, if you know a factory in that. I'm seeing a lot of twos coming in for Brooks. Devin, you this time, what are we giving Brooks?
Before we start, I don't know, because people friendship and whatever. I don't know if, and correct me if I'm wrong if I'm using the word incorrectly, but I don't know if people, because John Campbell, why people are pressure more John Campbell than Brooks. I think more pressure should have come from Brooks as well.
Exactly.
I just think it's because of you, some association
Yo,
here. I just think
Devin,
honestly believe, or I may not be seen enough where people not pressure him enough. I don't know.
No pressure from Brooks like JC, brother.
Anything at all we I said about that, I stand corrected. Because you know me, I don't try to knock nobody, and if I'm wrong, I'm willing to say I'm wrong. But anyways, like I said, Demo awful 79, and he played 5 innings, 15 points something. That's like I'm gonna be generous and give him a 2. Generous.
Yeah, a lot
because
of
I could
people
easily
giving
give
him
him a
2.
1, but I'll be generous and give him a 2.
All right, live on.
All right. Number 1, you're not being thorough through everything, Devin. Remember again that radio show that I went on, I said it that Brooks is not a test cricketer. So I just ask for a Royal LFC moment, just one moment from Royal LFC.
Yeah.
Shamar Brooks, please leave West Indies team alone. Just leave the cricket test team alone, because all right, and all honesty, the thing with him is that, as I said, I saw this guy in ODI cricket and I thought that, hey, he would fit directly into the test arena, but it just seems out of sort. And as we always come on the show and say, it seems like when he's in the team, you can count it that West Indies is probably 1 or 2 man down already. So honestly, I want to drop Brooks. Brooks deserves nothing more than a -1 for me. Nothing impressive in this series.
-1?
Negative.
Boss, win the series.
Ever say, boss?
Negative
-1 for Shamar Brooks.
Your ducks, man.
Exactly.
Listen, we won the series, but Shamar Brooks didn't do anything in that series.
The man have a 30 at boss. True. I think he make a 35.
All right, he made a 35, and then immediately the following morning, what happened?
Yeah, but I'm saying yes. Yeah, act like the man make ducks in every innings.
Yeah,
negative. It was awful. 15 at number 3, awful.
Yeah, it's shocking for real. Let me just go through some. Man say Brooks we go plant yam and fig. 2 for Brooks for Chris Lynch, Fred, Christoph, and Kems. And Kems is being very kind. He said, Michelle give him 2.5. Said maybe the Silver can take his 3 position. Um, the,
No.
the 5 is because I'm feeling generous tonight. Oh, the 2.5. So the 5 are because she's generous. Um, and Freddie's dropping Brooks for Reefer or Carty next series. We'll
Yeah.
get to that at the end because we're gonna go to All right. So for me, listen, like Brooks are one of the prettiest batsmen you see like when him a play shots. The man just even though look like him supposed to get out. And the shots them when him play is just they look really good. Um yeah, but I can't go more than 2 either. He was horrible. So I'm going 2 as well. The man who was supposedly, supposed to be your wall can't get out. Anthony give him a 0.5. We're going Nkuma Bana, 177 runs this series. He actually averaged 44. Devin can confirm that when him get for
Yeah,
talk.
man.
Um,
44.25, yeah.
yeah, I mean, listen, a lot of people, he had a couple failures and stuff, and people there try, get down him throat a bit. Him carry over him on a couple times. Um, so Bana, 177 at the average of 44. Levon.
I'm going at 5.5.
Oh, he made
Reason,
100 as well.
yeah, that's why I'm going 5.5 because he made 100 and I believe it was what 123, I think. So across the other 4 or 5 innings that he batted, he made only 50 odd runs. So I have to mark him down for that. The wall that I expected to have seen in the other remaining innings, I never saw that, and he gave away his wicket some of the time because some of the deliveries had he played them on their merit, he would have
Mm.
still been at the crease. So honestly, I have to just give him a 5.5. Hopefully, he'll bounce back and come back good again because again, along with Craig Brathwaite, he's the other wall in the team, so we need to get
Yeah,
him back up there. So 5.5 for me.
facts. Owen 6.5 for Bana. Christoph give him 7. Ken's give him 7. And Fred give him 7. Devin,
I wouldn't want to see Levan as a teacher boy.
rough boy.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 7 because I understand what Levan is saying beside the century, but Levan, we have to think. Remember, it's not a 5-match series, a 3-match series. So if within a 3-match series, a man get a century, that's very good, boss. And I understand what you're saying there. That aspect that you only 50 out of 2 matches, or out of innings, I'm only 50 out of runs,
Give me a couple 30s.
right? But then if I would drop him down if I see his average was in the 30s. I know, but you look at this average. So what you want from a batsman? Average is 44.25 and 177.
Yeah,
And it's 5 innings he played. I'm gonna give him a 7. I'm giving him now a 7.
yeah. That sounds fair to me. I'm giving him a 7 as well. I think that he faced a lot of deliveries as well, and you know he did what he averaged 44. I can't really fault him.
Yeah,
Fred put in a lot of letters in the comment section, and I can try and figure it out, but I'm not. Type out where you want to say, boss. Craig Brathwaite, John I'm not going to do all of that. So type out where
Kuma
you want to say.
Bena, Raymond
Michelle,
Reefer, Jermaine Blackwood, Joshua
boss.
Da Silva, Jason Walder, Kyle Mayers, Alzar Joseph, Kima Roach, and Jaden T.
All right, fair. Michelle says Bonner gets a 6. He made a century, so he gets some credit for that. He has some work to do, but he has potential. I mean, all of it, like I say, like, I think we're expecting perfection. You know what I mean? 5.5 is fair, Anthony says. Our vice captain, Jermaine Blackwood. He had 146 runs at an average of 29. He took an important wicket at a time when we wanted to close off the day and back the next day. What are we giving our vice captain? Let's start with Levon this time.
I'm going to give him a 4.5. Why? I'm trying to remember if it was the second test that he was playing where this man was trying to hook a delivery that wasn't there to be hooked, and his head was way up in the air. I don't know what he was going after, so mark
Mm,
down for that.
yeah.
Even though he made the century, I have to mark him down again for his judgment and the delivery that he got out with.
Mm,
So what do I say on that? I said it, I said to you guys after the second test that Jermaine Blackwood will not make any more runs in the series because he already made whatever runs he had to make
yeah, remember.
in that 100. So I'm going to give him a 4.5.
4.5. Devin.
Dima may have a little difference, just a slight difference. I don't know. I've got to check it back again because I have him to be at 32 average and he scored 160. I don't know.
160?
Yeah, overall runs. I don't know. I'll check it back.
Yeah,
But
please.
because you said your average was you have it for 29, average for
Yeah,
32.
because I have
I didn't,
146
unlike
runs.
you who do the calculation. I didn't do the calculation. I just find it from somewhere.
Oh, you find it from somewhere?
Yeah. Me just try. I keep typing because I say, "Boy, this is too much work, man. If you do, man." So
Trust
I
me.
just find it. So
Uh,
I don't know. It may be off. It's not like from the official site. It's just like a man do something.
yeah,
Somebody do something.
when you check it,
I'll
just
check it back. But anyways,
yeah.
the average is 30. Average for 32. You have it for 29. You have it for 145. I have it for 160.
Mm,
But overall though, I'll give him a 5.5. You know,
five and
just
a half.
like Levon was saying it. He's gonna find a 50 or a 60 and Selector's not gonna drop him. And then after that, we're not gonna see anything. I want him to be more consistent, man, because
Yeah, facts.
he's a leader in the team too. He's not just a regular batsman,
Yeah.
he's a leader.
Mhm.
So captain, vice captain. So I'll give him a 5 for that. I was even though he had that 1 something 100 runs, really and truly if you should take it the 100 like for the 45. And then it's like with Bonner where he tried to spend time on the crease. Some of the times Blackwood is not like he want to spend time or trying to, show that leadership to bat for long. But I just give him a 5 for that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going five and a half as well.
Mm-hmm.
Not good to know one whole heap of analysis.
Yeah, just because he's a leader. The main thing is that he's a leader.
Yeah. Five for Anthony. Only because he scored well in Barbados. 6 for Dad's Frenzzyy. I will give him 5 for Christoph. That out in the second innings of the first test. Boy, I thought they were going to drop him, but like that shot they alone deserve him get dropped. Blackwood 5.5 for Michelle. He made a century. Michelle is very generous tonight. Very generous, and I appreciate it. Jeez, this man, boy. I don't know what is happening with Jason Holder in terms of his batting, and I don't know what's happening, but um I have him for 94 runs throughout the series at an average of 23, and he got 4 wickets. I thought that he was very disappointing. He caught well, took a stunner, and that is the only reason why I'm going to give him a 3 in this series. He was horrible. I don't know what is happening to him. Well, it's probably just a bad series, and so I'm giving him a 3. And yeah, what you say, Devin, for Jason?
I'm saying everything you always try to look for some silver line or some good things. Like for the last couple of years, we so heavily dependent upon him. Dima. I remember when he
Yeah,
was and he did good, and to see that he had a poor series and we still win,
yeah.
it's like a plus. I don't see that as a plus. So, and he's like a consistent performer for West Indies. So in the future, I know he's gonna come good. He's gonna come good. He just had a bad series, which
Yeah,
everybody can have a bad
yeah, it
series.
happens.
So, like you said, we go to the stats here now. 23.5 average, 94 runs, and his bowling now is 4 wickets at an average of like 59. I've never seen him at that 59 average for his bowling. So
Yeah.
it was a 3 for me. I'll give him a 3 for me. It was a bad series for him. I'll give him a 3.
Anthony saying 3. Freddie saying Holder is declining 3 or 4. I don't think he's declining.
No, it's just a bad
Um,
series.
Holder 4 for Owen. Anthony says JC is believed to be a world class all rounder. I mean, we mean it's believed he is.
He is.
Just have a bad series.
Mm-hmm.
3 for Holder for Michelle, Christoph, and yeah, bowling wise, he was very tight. That is true. I will agree to that. And Freddie saying that he dropped in the ICC bowling and all rounder rankings.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Levon, where you Holder?
All right, I think that this is a series that they probably should have rested him in terms of it seems like he's tired. That's what I can say. It just seems like he have a lot of workload, and I think he'll eventually come good. But yeah, you know that he's off to IPL right now, so the workload will continue, and then after that, we have series coming up. But in terms of batting, I know that you and I are big on him. Dima will said that this man should focus more on his batting than his bowling.
Yeah.
because he's a good batsman, but I think he hasn't realized it as yet. And in this series as well, some of the time you saw him got out, you're like, damn. Especially
Yeah.
in this third test, what were you
Mhm.
doing? Why were you hooking after that? Especially the situation that we were in. So shot selection was poor. His
Yep.
bowling was tight, yes. However, it wasn't threatening.
Yep.
He never bowled those threatening lines, and you never saw him hit a consistent line right through it. So, based on this is where your mark on people are. Expectancy is a big thing, and I expect a lot of holders. So, holder two.
Wow.
Yeah,
So some twos and threes for Jason.
I
I
best
think all
agree
of
that
us can.
me agree with Levon so far. Yeah,
Yeah,
two. Yeah,
yeah. I
yeah,
think
knock him.
all of us can agree that he didn't have a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
series. And I mean, but I thought that, the intangibles of him out there talking and cheering on the team, he was very vocal, and I really like that about him. Even when the captain not do it, he's still there. And like I said, he caught extremely well. That catch,
Yeah,
boy.
that's the man. I him chat the most on the team, my brother. So I
Yeah,
expect.
yeah, yeah, he does, he does. So ineffective bowling and his batting. I think he had like two ducks in the 6 innings or 5 innings
Uh,
where he played. So the man of the moment, the player of the last match. I don't know if Levon want to bring up the picture. They should show the people him. Um, Da Silva, man with the YouTube channel. There he is. And I brought up that picture because there was a lot of debate about who is supposed to get the man of the match, whether it's supposed to be Da Silva or Kyle Mears for the last game that we won. Um, so mega getting opinions, but he scored 195 runs and a million not outs, hence his average is
uh,
97. He averaged more than Craig. His keeping was off, as with the great folks as well, because of the pitches that they played on. It was very hard to keep, especially in the last one, being up and down. I think he dropped probably two or three easy catches, I would say, that he's supposed to take as a top class wicket keeper. But like Levon said, he's 23 years old, he's learning, and he's one man. Really rate him. I'm going for 8 for Joshua De Silva. Um, very solid, and for me, he was undoubtedly the man of the match. Kyle did extremely well, but the struggles that we were going through batting wise, and when he came in and took us to that score that we really needed, I'm giving him man of the match. Devin.
9. I'll give him a 9. And the only reason I take off the 1 is
Mhm.
because of them drop catches.
Yeah,
And I would have given Kyle man of the match.
you'd have given Kyle man of the match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you have to go tell why, because me said that's
Because, all right, well, look at it still. All right, say Da Silva, right? So Da Silva got out or got out early, and we had a lead of, well, we were trailing by 30. It wouldn't put us back significantly. You get what I'm saying? Even though his century helped us give us a big lead,
Mhm.
but when I look at Miles now and taking those wickets, brother, that wreck England, you know, he gave us an advantage, but Kyle Mayer's bowling wreck England, boss. Knock them out. Knock them out. Right? So I would have given Myers the man of the match. That's just for me.
Interesting. All right, I say you give him a 9.
9, 9. He does the drop
Wait,
catches.
what me give him?
8. You say give him
yeah.
8.
No, no, no. Scratch that. 9, 9. My bad.
Yeah,
9,
because
9 for the Silva.
you know,
Um,
if we didn't lose the series and with them drop catches there, I drop him down. But like
yeah,
we said, man, winning calm a lot of stuff now.
that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
Live on.
man, winning.
Tell me if you both the Silva and who you give the man of the match.
All right, so I'm gonna give Craig a 9.5, and I think a bias will come in still right now. I'm gonna give Joshua a 9, just
Mm-hmm.
like you guys have given him. And the only reason I'm going to take away points from him is because of those drop catches. Otherwise, some that I thought he was brilliant through the series. But
Yeah.
Devin, one thing I have to disagree with you with is that you see that lead that he and Seals established,
Mhm.
that psychologically killed England already. So coming out, all right, imagine England come out and just see a lead at just 30. I think so, oh, we can just look at that easy. But when I get it closer to the 100 mark, psychologically, England already on the back foot. Personally, for me, it didn't really matter who got the man of the match because I think both of them were valuable to what West Indies got in that game.
No,
So
so it matter.
Joshua,
The
Joshua
silver
for me,
get better.
if he got it, no, well, he got it, no problem. If Myers had gotten it, I wouldn't have an issue either.
Well, I would have
Okay,
had an
okay,
issue. I would have had an issue. And
okay.
here it
So yeah.
is that Owen is saying, Devin, that 100 England would, oh, without that 100 England wouldn't be behind, and our bowling and field placement would have been different, and I
That is what
completely
I'm
agree.
getting at.
Mhm.
Everything would have been different. But other people agree with you. Say Myers for man of the match for Anthony. Freddie's saying 100 not out. If he didn't score, England would not be under the pressure and lost the match. But look at it, Devin. He's the only one to pass 50 on that pitch. Yeah. For me, there was no doubt. But like I said, Kyle Myers did excellently. But what Joshua did, batting with the tail as well, guiding them through everything to get us where we got, that
Yeah.
was excellent stuff. It's all about situation. And in that situation, boss, him could have easily crumble and will probably not even get a lead that's substantial. But
Let us give him it for his age too. 23 and 2, sit right there under that pressure.
yeah.
Yeah, man. That's all.
Michelle is saying 9.5. The vibes he brought was awesome. He went above and beyond the Call of Duty. For real. And Owen is saying the fact that we led by 90 plus runs, it gave the bowlers something now to bowl at with less pressure. Exactly. It was close, but the silver man of the match. I don't think it was close. But all right, next man. And I guess Devin will help me out with here because I didn't put
Who
down
that?
averages and strike rates. Alzari Joseph, I'm doing wickets. I'm not put on them runs for the batsman.
Oh, for runs.
Yeah, but I have 10 wickets for Zari. You can give us the
Fine.
runs.
I have 49 and 16.33.
Yeah, I'm not do him
Yeah,
average. And me
49
just
and
do wickets.
16.33. And then
How much him
yeah,
10 wickets come at?
10 wickets at 37.3.
All right, so
Mm.
so for me, again, some intangibles have to be mentioned here. And for me, Alzari was, and I know we have Antigans in the in the comment section. Listen to me. Please don't come at me. Like Alzari, he was good. I thought that he was called upon to bowl some fiery spells at time. He was bowling rapid. I've never seen him bowl so fast. Well, I haven't seen him bowl so fast for a minute. And there it is. Alzari, a lot of catches they drop off his bowling as well. I thought he was very unlucky, didn't get the rods. But some of the shots that, like, I think that he's a better batsman than he shows. Like there's a lot of times like him dead and him can settle down and bat like what you see Roach do sometimes. But he just, I don't know, he just throw it away at times. And I mean probably I shouldn't be pressuring him to bat as well. But
Nah, man, I'm not about man.
I,
Work cricket change now, man.
yeah, but I'm going to give Alzaria a 6. And I thought that when he was called upon he did well. So I'm going to go 6 for him, just above average. Um Levon, where is Larry?
All right, as you just mentioned that you think he's a better batsman that he actually shows. You know that I agree with that because you know that I have him over Akeem Carnwall when it comes down to batting.
Yeah,
So
that's madness, but okay.
I think he's a better batsman that he actually shows. But I thought he could have been a little bit more effective with the ball at times. I think at times he was too short. That's just my belief. And otherwise, some that on the catches that were dropped. Azar 6. You're a big man in the team right now, and you have basically cemented a spot. A lot of people still have question mark over him, but come on, man, give them a chance. So
Yeah,
6.
yeah.
Move on.
People are saying Anthony say 4.5, Fred says
Four.
7, Joseph 7 for Owen, and here's Christoph saying his speed was good. I think he should open the bowling though. Give him the responsibility. I can go with that. Um Michelle is saying 6.5. Drop catches off his bowling on a flat pitch. Back breaking work, but he need improvement. Like I said, I think the spells Craig asked him for bowl a lot of sharp balls, so that's why he was doing it because he was bowling
Could
quick.
have been utilized better though.
Yeah. Freddie's saying, and that's an Antiguan. He's a better batsman. He plays at 4 in local first class, scoring 50s and 100. Well, if that man about a 4, then I mean obviously this is a higher level. So David, where you have to say about Zari?
All right, I'm giving him a 7.
Mm.
7, I'm giving Zari because
Oh,
only reason is like we talk about the drop catches, right? And some of these catches were not even some difficult catches. Some catches should have been taken, right?
Yep.
So I'll give him. And then I hear people saying Joseph may not play, and no, Joseph have to look at how him ball and whatever. And then I said, wait, I didn't know he get 10 wickets. Like when the series finished, I said, wait, where did Zara get? I can't remember his 10 wickets. Like
Wait,
I could,
8 drop catches?
yeah,
crazy.
8 drop catches?
right. That's what I'm
That
saying.
is
Like
ridiculous.
I remember more of his drop catches than his
And
actual
his
wickets.
wickets.
I can remember Seals wicket. I'm gonna say yes, because Seals is something, but probably
Yeah.
because Seals was wanting in the bowling. And the
Mhm.
only thing I would see with him, now, all right, you see with the sharp ball and with him pace,
Mhm.
like Levon would say, too short. Then like sometimes when they bowl a sharp ball and a man can easily duck. But
Yeah, man,
what I would
direct
like
it
with
at
his pace, I'm going to Australia. I would like
Mhm.
for him his short ball to be more
Definitely.
directly at the batsman.
Definitely.
You get what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So it's either him of what try play or in top. But like you see him short ball, like
Mhm.
Levon say too short, you can easily duck, man. But you get someone come right at the body or up at the face, or you don't know matter because you don't know the cricket.
Yeah.
I would like to see more of those sharp balls. But I'm a Alzari fan. I'm a Alzari fan. I used to be
Yeah.
hard on him because of the William thing, because I watch him. I don't watch much of the under 19 like you would watch it, Diva. But I used to watch. I watch some of him
Yeah.
in the under 19. So I'm a fan of him coming up.
Yeah, man. A good youth. A good youth. I mean,
Yep.
like, for me, I think he's supposed to be in the team.
And then the stories too. You know what I mean? I love stories in thing. And what he went through with his mother and everything. I
Yeah.
love the
Yeah.
stories them.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah.
stories them. So yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see him do good. So but yeah,
That's true.
it's a 7.
All right. So Fred I go kill me if me not mention. Boss, I saw your comment, Demo, he hit 150 kph about 20 times this series.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned he was bowling quick. Like, I say it, boss. Like, what more you want me to do? And Christoph is saying he's fit for real. 12 overs on the trot, and he didn't look tired at all. Like, yeah, I think that as well. So big up Alzari. I mean, a lot of people are saying that he's not as effective as when he's with the white ball playing ODI and T20 cricket. Which is probably fair because he has improved massively. So we can expect more from him in the test
How
arena.
old is he, Demo?
Well, like
25.
25,
25?
yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Our leader of our attack, Mr. Kimar Roach. So yeah, Devin argue with the stats. I know he has 11 wickets. I don't put his batting and all of this stuff
Yeah, yeah,
in there.
11 at
So 11 at
26.27.
11 at 26,
Yeah.
and
41 runs, 13.66 average.
yeah, I don't know if you know I put that in there,
Man,
but
just for what it
I,
worth for anybody.
I didn't put their button in there for
Yeah.
the bowler. So I'm going to give Roach. I'm going to give him a 7.5 to a 8. I thought he was excellent. I thought he led the bowling attack really well. When he came back for that spell, he got the 2 wickets needed.
Some job catches too.
Exactly, drop catches off his bowling. And I know I didn't put his batting runs and averages here, but he played vital innings as well, staying at the crease, occupying the crease, and whatever. So I'm going to go, as a matter of fact, I'm going to go 8, not 7.5. So I'm going to go 8 for Roach. I thought that he had a great series, leading wicket taker, along with Leach and Seals. So yeah, Levon, where I get to the Roach.
I'm going to go with the score that you initially gave him. So 7.5 for me. You said he had an excellent series, but I thought he could have done more with the ball. Sometimes I thought he was wayward in terms of he was searching for that swing at times and it wasn't there, and he continuously kept bowling the same line. And I thought being the elder statement of the attack, he could have done better. So 7.5 for me.
Wow. Before I get to Devin, um, Owen give
I
him a
think he's number 12 man.
7.5. 7.5. Christoph says 9. That's very high. Roche
Yeah.
gets 8 for Fred. And 5.5 for Anthony. Yeah, that man worse than Levon. But David, where I get to Roche?
Yeah, like seeing that these guys are not like good bowler, but any bowler, it's not like Walsh and Ambrose, and they get 11 wickets under 30. I'm judging them under 30 is good for me. I'm giving him an 8. You
Yeah.
know, I understand. I say sometimes he was trying too much, and then like he's doing what is expected. Like, you know, Levon mentioned something about expect, and I expect him to be in the
Yeah.
Caribbean and getting like 11
Yep.
wickets because
Yep.
they were talking about his stats.
Outside of Caribbean, he's
Right.
awful.
You see where I'm going. So outside of the Caribbean, bad. So in the Caribbean, I expect him to have that now. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he did what he's expected of him. So I'll give him an 8 for that.
Yeah, like Fred said, the pitches didn't offer much as well. So
Mm-hmm.
expect through the last one. Michelle is saying 7.5 for Roach. He did well, but room for improvement. That's fair, as with everybody else. The youngster, 20-year-old Jaden Seals, very impressive. Um, continues to grow, continues to develop, continue to, like I said, I was saying he's our rising star, but he's actually our star right now, not rising anymore. 11 wickets, joint leading wicket taker with Leach and Roach, and I thought that he was good. He played, I think he played one good innings or something like that, but for me, I'm going to go for 8.5 for Seals. Um, I think that he bowled extremely well at times. So, Levon.
All right. Big fan of this guy. Just like Joshua, I'm a big fan of this guy. So one mark down for me again. This guy know that he has genuine talent.
Mm,
Stop all the balls so wide after the batsman, then, man. Force the batsman to play because you're that good. You know that he moves the ball out and he also has that in swinger as well. So
mm.
I would love to see him just pitch the ball a little bit closer to the batsman, but otherwise I'm that man. The guy was impressive in the series, and for me, I have to give this guy just a shade under Joshua Da Silva, so I'm going to give him an 8.7 thereabouts.
8.7.
Yeah, man, but just add on
Really?
the two instead of you, man, because that's a bias of me.
All right, fine. I don't know about the 8.7 decimal rating. But all right, Devin.
Yeah, like it starts similar to Roach,
Mm,
Demo. 11, 26.45. Roach was 26.27. But for a younger guy, and Roach is our experienced guy, and he has shown over the years, Roach, this is what he
mm.
do in the Caribbean.
Yeah, yeah.
Steals, we don't know. We can't separate his stats yet. It's too young to separate his stats from Caribbean and overseas as yet, you know? So
Mm,
based on that, I'm gonna give him a 9. Even though the stats similar to Roach,
yeah,
for a younger guy and he opened the bowling, you know what I mean, and he's in the early part of his career.
yeah.
That's why I give him the 9. Like for Roach, he's doing what I'm expecting him to do.
Facts. And
Give
if
him a
that
9.
if those stats are correct, that he got out Stokes 4 out of 5 times,
Oh.
that's impressive. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so some of the scores in the comments, Fred is giving him a 9. Owen gives C's a 8.
Yeah, man.
Christoph 9.5, and the 5.5 is for the 6 he hit off Leach. That was a shot.
Jeez.
Come down the track and smart man. Um, and Fred with this next Courtney Walsh thing. You know, I'm not gonna read out them stuff there. He's our next Courtney Walsh. Anthony says he's not giving our bowlers more than 6. I think that's ridiculous, especially on the tracks that we played on. A lot of them have to get to over 6. Um, and 7.5 for Seal, says Michelle. Good job, one for the future. Anthony's also saying seas will be deadly in South Africa and Australia. English
Can't wait
conditions.
to
I
see him
can't
up
wait to
there.
see him in those
Can't
conditions, man.
wait.
I agree. Permal, he played 2 games. I don't know why. He got 5 wickets at whatever Devin is going to tell us right now.
50.8.
I like I said, I never even want to do them stuff. So for the 2 games, please judge him on 2 games, 5 wickets, please. Thanks. What are we giving per mile, Devin?
Right. So even though what the guy name again? Leach.
Yeah,
For
Leach. He got,
England, we played more games than him, right?
yeah.
Leach got 11 wickets,
Mm-hmm.
right? And his average was 30.8.
Yeah.
So Permal play less wicket, but that 5 wickets for like 50.8. That's not cutting it, And sometimes like with Leach, all them use him, so he wasn't getting the wickets in my whole day, and then
Containment. Yeah.
you contain him, I hold it, right? Sometimes we go for him, but Permal, man, I'm beat him. You
Man
understand me?
scared.
Yeah. So not really much purpose. So I'll give him a 2. I'll give him a 2.
2 for Permal.
Yeah.
Fred give Permal a 3. Owen give Permal a 2. I think I'm going to go for 2.5 because I think he got a 25 in one of those games. He made some runs. So I'm gonna go 2.5. Live on.
All right, I was considering giving him a 1 because just a participation, but I'm going to give him the 1.5 as you just mentioned. He made a 20 in one of the games, so the 5
Yeah.
is so that's 1.5. Don't want to see him back anytime soon because he's not a thinking cricketer. One of the wicket was spinning, and this guy just kept on darting in the ball. Why?
Was
Just let the ball a bit more, man. Think the cricket, not because they do it in regional cricket, it means that they can come to international cricket and do the same thing and expect to get success. That's why I'll forever give Akil Hussain a lot of props. That a
yeah.
thinking cricketer, a situational cricketer, from all I don't want to see anytime soon.
Yeah, and
Please.
shout out to Hussein as well. See him in I'm whites, I carry out water sometime, and
Man, to say
I
that's it.
guess we can look forward to seeing him pretty soon. Leach only played 2 games. He didn't play in all 3 because here's
Leach,
Fred saying that he's got 11 wickets in 2 games. I'm sure he
I'm
played
a
all 3.
Leach played all games, man.
Yeah, man.
But
Leach playing all that game, man.
all
Yeah,
games.
and Owen is giving him a 2, 3 for Fred. And he said he got wickets when England he start slug. I definitely remember that. I remember stumping. I think it was a Folks when them just a try hurry up and declare. Permal 1.5 for Michelle. And yeah, what Anthony saying Moti obviously not going to get picked in limited overs because of Hussein and Allen. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, he didn't get any wickets in the last match. Oh, that's why he said he got that's why he said he got 11 wickets in 2 games. All right. So for me, the Permal thing, like, it's not just him, because I saw it with Ben. I saw it with a lot of our left arms. Them always bowl short and wide, and we don't have a backward point on the boundary. And every second them get slapped through this, and them still bowl short and wide. I don't know. And when them get slapped, them just fire the ball in a people foot. I don't think that Warwick does it as well. So I don't think if it's just a him thing or Caribbean bowlers thing, I don't know what that is about. But he's getting a 2.5 from me. Yeah, the next man at the moment, and who some say is the man of the match, Kyle Mears, 7 wickets at whatever Devin will tell us, and at 28 runs off 39 balls that he faced. I thought it was a good innings that he played for us as well. Um, a massive run out that he was played a major role in as well. Kyle Mears, I'm giving him a 9.5 because he dropped a catch in the slips. I remember that. But yeah, Devin, where I get to Kyle.
Yeah. So as I said, 28. I've got 28 runs. Right, just the one game in play. I think one innings, right?
Correct.
And his 7 wickets came at 4.42.
Yeah.
4.
Easy.
I know it's just one match, but hey, 7 wickets.
World class stuff.
Yeah, 7 wickets, big time, right? 4.42. So I'll give this man 9. I'll give this man a 9, and this man should have been playing from day one, but that's for another issue. So I'll just give him a 9.
9. Live on.
All right. The thing is that you guys have been giving me a 9 and all of that, but just like ICC with their bowling rankings, I have to prop him up a bit more. He got Joe Root out twice, and that is a big deal.
True.
Because Joe Root would have easily went on to make some runs. So because of that, for the one game, I have to give Mears a 9.5. And as Devin said, all 3 of us agree that what the hell were these selector thinking? This man is our version of a level-headed Ben Stokes because you know that Ben Stokes is not there right now. So
Yeah.
level-headed Ben Stokes, this is our version of him. So this guy should have been a part of the team from a long time ago. So 9.5 for Mayors, and I'm just looking forward to seeing this guy in IPL because he's now over there in India. So I
Yeah.
can't wait to see him out on the field.
Or I'll never give somebody 9.5 after.
Yeah, I did see an Anthony in the comments. I give him 6. I don't know how
Anthony
people
is
grade.
crazy, man.
Michelle is saying 9.5. He was outstanding. Owen at 1.5 overs, 2 wickets, 5 maidens.
What the
And
hell?
then the skipper, yeah, I remember. And then the skipper and give him back the ball for more than a session. I think that was the game that he got hurt and him could the bowl back for a little while. Um so yeah, 8.5 batting could have been better. 10 for Myers, Owen saying listen, some of you people, you grade very hard, but yeah, Kyle can't get nothing less than a 9.5. He was outstanding, came
Exactly.
in at the right time. He
I know
bowled
it's
us
on the
to
just
victory.
catch.
He bowled, yeah, I don't know where he dropped that. He bowled us to victory. And listen, West Indies beat up England like we normally do. And listen, I don't know what you if you want for grade Phil Simmons because me not think him do nothing. I think he was very overrated. I don't know
Brother,
what you
brother,
so
brother. We're all in the same boat.
so
We're
so
not
so
talking about it.
as a team, like were you guys impressed? Like were you like give the whole West Indies team as a unit out of 10 before we close? Devin,
Um, I'll I'll give them a 8 overall.
as a team, yeah.
Yeah, as a team, because in the previous two games it could have been where, as much as I said, the pitch not friendly for bowlers, it could be where
Yeah.
West Indies could have just still all out on pitches that's good for batting for 200 or less. But the guy showed and the bat for long. People keep complaining about run rate. I was so annoyed.
Yep.
Just but I've seen West Indies fail in so many situations where other teams are make some 500, 300, and the
Mm-hmm.
guys them show so them can still occupy the crease, play with them strength. So I was very impressed. I was very impressed by that. Banner staying for long, the captain staying for long, Blackwood trying to play the long innings,
Yep.
you know. So I was very impressed by that. Just the one temperament say, okay, let's try to play for long and bat for long. That's Test cricket, boss. That's Test cricket. And then it's not
Yes.
like we have some Lara in the team where we never expect say, boom, man, I go lick ball and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
play with them limitation. That's why Myers is there. That's why
Fact.
sometimes we can't cuss Myers. Too much. We have to understand that because we have said this, but you can't expect like someone to go black on there and then you're going to man to come in and slip the ball, and when the man go for a shot, you're cussing.
Mm-hmm.
If you go treat the same shot like consistently and getting out that way consistently, then we can understand. So I'm impressed by that. So that's why I give them a 8. The bowling has been, we have bowlers there because even though, like we are saying, I keep asking about my had injury. There's Shamar older, and somebody was telling me there's other people there either Shamar older, like Phillips is either Shamar older in the pecking order. So that goes well to say, okay,
Mm-hmm.
people are there who people think can perform at a higher level. So I'm impressed. I'll give it an 8.
All right. Well said. Live on.
Anthony Henry, are you confused, fam? They basically gave everyone a low score. So I can give everybody a low score, yet you're going to give the unit a 8. How does that make any sense? Crazy.
But man have
But
a grading scheme, bro.
but I heard you guys, but I'm going to mark them down for a few things. One, I think the fielding could have
Feel it.
been better,
Mm.
especially those catches. They
Yeah,
dropped a lot of catches and they could have
yeah.
done better with that. And even in the field, they let through some things that some ball that shouldn't have went there. And since has already graded some of these guys low in terms of Shamar Brooks, JC,
Mm-hmm.
Jason Permal, they are going to bring down the grade that I'm going to give the team. So I'm going to give West Indies a 7 for the series. If it wasn't for those guys, they would have easily gotten a 8.5, but
Mm.
because of them and those bad scores, right down there, so 7. But
Mm.
um, Devin, good thing that you mentioned that this team doesn't have any law right now because guys, know that
Wait,
they must
wait,
be
wait,
better
wait,
for
wait, wait, wait. Let me get through this. We're gonna finish right now. But first, Owen is saying that the team gets 7. saved the first two matches and we set up the last match for a win. I was impressed. Christoph saying he would give them a 8.5, need to start taking the catches. Michelle says as a unit, I give them a 7. Some weak links per mall should not have been picked. Fred says 8 out of 10 for T minus for feeling and inconsistent batting. And some people are telling you guys that Shamar is injured. Um, yeah. So as for me, I'm giving the team a 8.5 as well. I think that, I mean, we probably shouldn't give them so much because this is what we expect when England come in the Caribbean. We just slap them up and send them home. But
Yeah, man,
listen,
so you're
they
totally
had a
fair.
lot. They had a lot of doubters, and they proved the doubters wrong. And West Indies do what we always do to England from since 2004, whenever them come here. So, big up to the West Indies team. We look to Bangladesh for our next red ball series. In the Caribbean, they come here to play us. I don't remember how many matches in that series. Um, yeah, Bangladesh in Dominica. So I expect that to be a tougher series than this England one because England at this moment isn't good. So we'll get there. Don't worry yourself. And I think we play Netherlands in white ball cricket. We have a Netherlands series. There was a squad name to train. I don't have it with me right now. Oh, it's a 2-match series. So yeah, thanks for that, Fruit. You can also tell us. No, you can't tell us that. For the next show, I'll bring the squad that they call for the training camp for the white ball, the white ball cricket. So also you can look forward to May 18th to 21st where we'll start back over the regional cricket. I think Guyana and Barbados play Trinidad and Leewards and Jamaica play Windwards. It's from May 18 to 21. So we can look to see back some cricket. Fred is saying Netherlands, Pakistan back to back. So there we go for the white ball. All right. So yeah, Levon, you can make it. Wait, you can do that in a minute to the boss.
Yeah, man,
But no, you
it's
can't.
something for the show.
All right. You can do it before I'm go over in a minute.
All right,
So
I'm
go
a
ahead.
start coming from Christoph. Christoph, we don't want to see back Shannon Gabriel. Shannon Gabriel, stay away from the West Indies team. But
Oh boy.
guys, on April the 14th, there will be a big debate. I'm not talking about a normal debate. So I want all of you guys to set the date, set your alarms. It will be at 8 p.m. Jamaica time. That's 9 a.m. Um, CST, EST. All I'll say is that it will be between the man that calls himself the guru, the self-proclaimed guru, the fellow that I call the delusional one, talking about Debo,
Right.
going up against the man that calls himself the all-rounder, Devin. They'll be debating about who is better, Sachin Tendulkar or Brian Charles Lara. So set your clocks for April the 14th at 8 p.m. Jamaica time. 9 for everybody else. So it will be an interesting one. So ensure that all of you guys are here to take it in because, boy, I'm just sorry that you guys can't witness what goes on in our group chat, but it has been building up. It's a huge build up. So look out forward for that. Right,
Yeah.
boss.
All right. David. So you know want a minute after that, Levon. And that you want
Ah,
to
man, it
play.
doesn't matter.
All right, David, go on. Give me a minute before we
Oh,
close up.
so I remember I was telling you about this college basketball, right? And Kevs was saying, I dropped it in the thing this morning. Yo, sports is always just some crazy story in sports, and sports is just a crazy world, man. Like we talk about the Cinderella team, St. Peter's, Levon, right? St. Peter's and their coach. Man used to play point guard as a college for Seton Hall. That's a school in New York. St. Peter's is in New Jersey. So with that Cinderella run, it's like beating Morris State, beating Kentucky, and they beat another which other team? I can't remember the other team. They beat three big time school. Big time school. I'm not talking about baby school, big time school. All right, Jamorant used to go Morris State. Just so we let that sink in. Kentucky, we don't have to even talk about them. So no, this one Seton Hall, school he used to play for, used to attend, right? As a point guard there. Their coach is going on to University of Maryland. So a vacancy came up, right? At St. Peter's Demo. Man used to make 240,000 a year as a coach.
Mm-hmm.
His job now that he's gonna get at Seton Hall, 2.4 million for the year.
Wow.
2.4 million. Remember that school a small school. Them school don't have no budget. Them school don't have
Yeah,
no budget to pay.
yeah.
So it's just that in just those 3 games alone, as a coach,
Mm.
because like Kems was saying, it's like with this, sometimes people say, um, it's more the coach than the players, or it's more the players than the coach. This is definitely more coaching. People are ascribing to more coaching than the players, because none of those players that they mentioned, as the good run them have, they're not gonna be seen as a top draft picks.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Get you.
So like when Johnny Damore State and traded out, the people see them
Yeah.
as top draft pick. So I just happy for that man. My life changed from
Yeah,
240,000 to
Yeah,
2.5 million. You know,
Facts.
there's nothing more beautiful than sports. That's why, I know some people say, boy, you can't even compare it to sexual intercourse. The way sports interesting. I hear somebody talk about it. I don't remember the person that said it, but I can't quote.
True. Oh, all right, guys. So I'm just going to tell you guys. So a lot of people are asking who is supporting Lara. Listen, it's when you come out to the debate, be it resolved, Sachin Tendulkar is a better batsman than Brian Charles Lara. I will be for Sachin and Devin is for Lara. And I told them, what but no, everybody got asked what the Lara, because all I know. All I know a Caribbean team. But anyway, we're not gonna get into all of that. We'll see for the debate. Just know that I am Tendu. Michelle is saying her final minute. School challenge quiz on no Diego versus Calabar. I have no idea. I haven't been following school challenge quiz.
So let's hear the result then. Okay.
Christoph is asking me how I'm gonna mention Craig wanting to play ODI and T20 because I really don't think it's worth mentioning. Craig probably want to get him money too and try a thing, but you see what I tell you? But not even gonna say nothing. All of that was said in the group. Once you go against Lara in the Caribbean, you already lose. But it's whatever. And Fred, and I was supposed to mention this, so it's good. Fred is saying that you need a spinner for Dominica. Who will you choose? And that was the last thing I had to ask you guys. Is there any spots up for grabs? Moving from this test, going to play against Bangladesh. Well, playing in the Caribbean.
Long time.
Who we have quickly before?
Permal out of team, long time, man.
So
Give me a kilo sin or Gudakesh Moti. And as it regards to batsman, Shamar Brooks out.
So Brooks
Raymond
Brooks out, Permal
Reefer
out.
in. Yeah.
Reefer in and Akil in for you.
Correct.
And Devin, see him?
Yeah, no. I agree with the Brooks out, bringing Reefer. But I still feel Biggs need to get another run. Right? I would give Biggs another try because Biggs really not really feeling.
I don't know why he got dropped, but
I would give Biggs another try in the team.
So the opening, you don't want to see Solazano.
No, man, I give Campbell an extra run.
I give JC a run, man.
All right, cool. I don't think I can disagree. I think depending, I don't know what Dominica picture look like, but I don't really want to see Permal. And I think Akil just have too much to do for getting into the test team, like get over Warwican and Cornwall and all of these guys before him can play. But Owen is saying Permal and Brooks. Sheldon is saying you don't see it. Big up yourself, Sheldon. Thanks for joining us, although we are finished right now. Don't see why Cornwall was dropped to begin with, neither do I, boss. So Michelle just gave the score. St. Diego leading 30-16. Look at that. So I'm guessing that they will win the school challenge quiz. And for the last comment, Dominica only takes spin on day 4 and 5. So who knows? All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Remember, everything, please go and celebrate. You drink your fireball, you light your lighter and you celebrate the West Indies winning comfortably, like I said they would do. So thanks for joining us, guys. Stay blessed, enjoy your night, continue to like, share, and subscribe, and
Yeah.
look out for that big debate between obviously the guru himself and the wannabe guru down at the bottom.
Ah, Will I am.
All right,
Big
Will
up
I am.
everyone.
also,
Thanks
also,
for joining us. Mhm.
also tomorrow we're going to have a World Cup draw live at 11 a.m. Jamaica time. So look forward to that. We're going to have the draw while it's going on live. So look out for that football draw tomorrow. Look out for that, guys. So I want you guys to join. I know that you don't expect to see us that early, but come on, man. Give us a support and let it happen. So until tomorrow, big up on yourself.
Big up, guys.
All right, cool.